What are you saying, guys? You locked into the Say It With Chest podcast, series 2, episode 5. Can't lie, I've been waiting for a minute to speak about this particular episode, man. A DJ episode. We ain't done one in a little while. We've got my guy Furious to the left of me.
Yo, what up? What's going on? What's good? What's good?
And we've got 2 new guests to the podcast. We've got my boy DJ Rome.
What's going on? What's good?
And we've got my boy DJ Link.
Yo.
So what we do with new guests, we just kind of do a little breakdown of, like, you know, what you've been up to and just a bit about yourself, really. So Rome, take it away with you, bro.
Well, obviously, I'm a DJ.
The point.
Yeah, so obviously, I've been DJing for a while. Well, I'm not going to say how long, but yeah, it's a while. It's a while. Radio, back in the day, pirate radio, all different things like that. Bars, clubs, pubs, everything, man. Weddings, you name it. But yeah, recently I'm at a bar at the minute and just taking it easy there, really. Friday, Saturday, and then a few parties and weddings and stuff like that.
Man like Link?
Yeah, about the same, to be honest with you. Been in the game since Wade, as they say. Long time. Pirate radio, started them days. Vinyl days. Long time. Doing all the parties, all the underground scenes and all them ones as well. And sort of just working my way up. And sort of today, just taking little bookings here and there at the moment. Do weddings, do private parties and whatnot. But nah, I've been about. So yeah. Not great yet though. Yeah.
I tell you what, not without baiting it out, I'm the youngest here. You guys are like my granddads, my dads. Do you know what I'm saying?
I got granddads. Yeah.
I want to know who the granddad is.
We'll get to that at the end of the podcast. But yeah, obviously, Rome, I know you've listened, and Link, I know you've listened to a few as well. You know, DJ changed a lot for us during COVID and then coming back. So how's DJing been for you guys, like since COVID, like coming back?
Well, it's kind of just like we had them. I can't even think of the app now because it's that
Clubhouse.
We had the Clubhouse conversations where
every Monday, man.
We were saying every Monday we're saying, look, we're gonna change things. We're gonna come with new stuff. We're gonna try different things, but it didn't really work. Just as kind of the same people were going out. A few younger people were going out, and yeah, it's just kind of fell into the same kind of routine as you play what's hot at the minute, and yeah, you do a nice warm up, and then that's it, really.
Link, what about you, bro?
Yeah, it's changed, isn't it? The game's changed at the moment. It's all about influence. You know, you noticing the more numbers you have on social media, the more of a personality you are, and you're gonna get bookings and stuff like that. You know, I've said it before. You could be EZ, you could be the best DJ in the world, and no one follows you, and you'd stay a bedroom DJ for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's always been about, maybe because I'm old school. You know, I don't know. It's always been about who you know.
Yeah. Obviously, the social media things come into play, and it's a big part of getting bookings now, isn't it?
Of course it is. It's huge, you know. If mans are getting sort of 100K on a like, and you can't mix two bits or even a salad, you know, what's going on?
No, I hear it, bro.
But this is how it is.
I mean, just a little something. When we come back, us three were actually DJing with each other at the Sussex Exchange, and you know, that was good to be back. Like the little buzz of actually just being on the decks and seeing a live audience. You know what I'm saying? I think the private bookings and the events, though, I feel like they've flourished a lot more since COVID. What do you think? Because I know you've been doing a lot of private parties yourself, Rome.
Yeah, like the private stuff. Yeah, definitely. I think people are going back old school. Like they're taking it like illegal raves and all them kind of things. That's why the private bookings have been doing so well, because people just doing it how they want to do things, not how the club you get restricted. You got bouncers, you can only have this, you only can do that. So they're just doing things how they want to do things, and like you're seeing, there was a lot of illegal raves and lockdown.
Yeah. Furious.
Yo,
you're alive, mate?
I'm alive. I'm still here, bro. I'm wearing a cap. No one can see that.
So obviously you being quite a prominent club DJ, Because at one point, I remember us having a conversation. You didn't think like you was going to be coming back to any clubs.
Yeah, I was
Right.
like, none. Yeah,
But like we actually said the other day, like I feel like you're on top right now. Like the clubs you're at, things that you're doing.
yeah.
You know, you're doing some big things. So
Appreciate
I mean,
that.
as a club DJ prior and after COVID,
Yeah.
like what do you think the key things are to be relevant these days as a DJ, to be active and to get booked?
Thank you for the kind words, Walshy. Appreciate that. No, for real. Like before, I wasn't too sure I was coming back because I wasn't active. I was just kind of like I was working in the doctor's surgery, so I wasn't really doing anything DJ related. You know what I mean? But luckily, my network was still strong from prior, and that paved the way for the future. And yeah, I'm doing some good gigs at the moment. I'm grateful, but I feel like right now, I said to whoever listens, which if you take it on board, is what it is. But with these youngsters especially, because in the clubs, obviously I'm around a lot of 18, 19, 20-year-olds, like that straight come out of lockdown. They just want the hits. They want the hits. And some old school. That's it. They don't care if you mix. They don't care if you clang. That's all they want. And to be fair, it works. It keeps them. And like, to be fair, if you keep doing a good job, then you probably get more bookings. And then they're like, oh, what's your Instagram? Because a lot of these youngsters never heard DJs before.
So it comes back to the Instagram again.
Yeah, they're like, oh, so I'm like, so what I'm doing, I'm like, yo, give me your phone. I'm like, yo, what's your Instagram? Give me your phone. I had everyone now. Everyone's on my, like, give me your phone. I put my name in there. I'm like, straight. I don't, like, we ain't got time to waste nowadays. You understand? COVID made us realize that our life can just stop. So we got to take advantage and, be grateful for what we have right now and just work as hard as we can whilst we can do it. So I feel like that's the key. Don't sleep on it. Whatever the game is, play it.
You have to move with the times, of course.
100.
I totally agree. You have to move with the times, But again, if you've got no talent and you've got all the followers in the world, it don't make a difference.
Talking
nowadays.
of the times, though, I think one of the biggest things right now that a lot of people are capitalising on is TikTok and like Reels. I've mentioned it previously, and it's not even about posting a DJ picture anymore. When you get a picture from the photographer at the club, like I don't feel like you get that much interaction from pictures anymore. Like the way Instagram's driving things right now, it's like literally videos, Reels, TikTok. Like putting things on your story.
Yep.
So like, I mean, if you're up and coming DJ or you feel like you're at that crossroads right now where you feel like, what can I do to like kind of make my content better? I would say like just do some videos, even get some live stuff from the club, because I actually heard it on a podcast the other day. You don't really see a lot of DJs like put a lot of live stuff up, like a lot of live content, because Instagram's just like that facade where you show people the best of you kind
Highlights,
of thing.
yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
highlights, yeah.
So sometimes like I feel like it's also good to like just put out there the raw stuff, So yeah, but like TikTok, Reels, they're taking over, man. I definitely want to get more involved with it. I'm actually gonna start buying a vlogging camera, taking my GoPro out as well, and just getting some live footage, man.
People like to see what you're doing behind the scenes, don't they? It's all about what you're doing behind the decks, like what
What my dance movies?
No,
I'm a piano DJ. It's what they doing behind the decks, like, you know what I mean, like.
Man, don't see what happens waist down, like anything could happen down there.
Do you know what? Me and Alanya, big up Alanya, we was talking about Amapiano because she's a big fan of it too, and I know a lot of us like really fuck with the Amapiano thing. Where do you see it going? Do you think it's just one of those things at the moment and it's just gonna die out? Rome, what do you think, bro?
Do you know what? There's a lot of like the UK funky producers getting involved, so it's going to branch off into different avenues. I think you've got like the South African style that's going to have their own avenue, maybe move into more Afro beats kind of Amapiano sound. Then you got like the UK funky kind of influence, which is going to be more like instrumentals, and soon a lot of the MCs will start jumping on it, and it's going to be that kind of sound. And then you have like your in-betweens, and you have like different stuff that will break out maybe in the charts or come really popular. But I see it hanging around, but not too long. Not too long, maybe like 5 years max.
I think it's quite a mature sound, isn't it? Because I've been playing it in the clubs, like I've been trying to like not force it upon them, but obviously,
take this tune.
But obviously it's important to also do your thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Rather than doing the generic sounding the same. So I like actually just putting a little bit of like Amapiano with like my Afro beats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But once I've played like maybe 2-3 songs max, they're not interested. When you start going into like the deep Amapiano, especially in the clubs as it's like really young at the moment, that's how I know it's a very mature sound. But I actually hope it sticks around for a little longer, man, and it's just not one of those little one-hit wonder kind of genres. Do you know what I'm saying? Because UK Funky, how long was UK Funky around for?
Yeah, I'd say like about 5 years,
I was
maybe.
gonna say, yeah.
About 5
5 years, yeah?
I thought you were going to
Yeah.
say like 15 or something. I don't know.
I would say a little bit less than that, you know?
What, less than 5 years?
Yeah, before it started getting a bit silly.
I thought I'd say 10.
2006.
Like the Nando's skank and that.
I'd say
Swine flu
2006 to like 2011, 2006.
That's
to like
it, 5 years.
2011, yeah.
Damn.
It felt like
No, but I'm talking about UK Funky, not Funky
Yeah,
House. I'm talking a UK
Yeah,
Funky.
but I think it started. I think
eight
it's
out
kind of
of
started.
8 out of squeeze. Then like you ain't really
Yeah.
gonna get more out of that, really.
So how long was dubstep around for?
That was for about 2-3 years.
Oh, was that 2-3 years? Damn,
That
bro.
was like 2010.
Yo, I was stretching
10,
that.
10 to like
That didn't
12.
last
Bro, you see,
But
it's 10
then
to
it,
12.
like, it felt you could.
It went
still
into
play
trap.
one or two.
It went
You
into
could-
trap,
Yeah,
though.
but you could still play like one or two, like,
Bro, that's-
like after that. But yeah,
even
2
now,
years
bro,
hard, 2
I'm
years
still
hard.
playing I Can't Stop.
no.
Do, do, do,
Yeah,
do.
that's what I'm saying. There was some hard tunes. There was some hard tunes. But,
They were the ones that us man were playing back in the day, like
Yeah.
Chainsaw and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
that's
think?
what I'm saying.
I mean, even one of the mainstream ones, the KTB one.
Yeah, on a mission.
yeah,
on a mission.
So you
yeah.
could still get away with that now.
You
But
kind of low key dropped out and then
Yeah.
mixing like Heartbroken
Yeah, that's
T2,
what I'm saying.
kind of like
Bit
a
of garage,
a
bit
bit
of
of flowers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Into
Like
that
you
little
could drop
era.
flowers and then drop a little Artie
I'm
flowers.
glad you said that because we're going to come to that very, very, very shortly. But no, going back to UK Funky, bro, like going on when I was in Malia, which was 2011, and going into the next season, 2012, that's when it started surfacing the UK Funky.
Was it?
Yeah. And then around about 2015, that's when it died out. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, that's no. It did not go. It did not go longer.
I'm more in this.
I had more. I think I had some bits. If you're talking about real UK funky, definitely like one of the first ones was KTB Tell Me with Versatile. So you from there, and then you moved into like Deneo's. Deneo had Devil in a Blue Dress and all of them kind of ones. That was more like 07, 08.
I thought Tell Me was like a lot more earlier than that. Was it not?
I shall Google.
No, I think it was like
I'm pretty-
2006 or 2007, and then you had like Devil in a Blue Dress, them kind of ones.
When
You had-
right, so let me just clarify this. When did Devil in a Blue Dress come out, roughly? If you think
I think it was 2008 or
it can't
end
because
of
that's. I
2007.
mean, not to bait my age out, but that's when I finished school and Funky went out then.
What do you mean,
But
Betty Ray?
I'm telling you.
Like, just say your age, innit?
I'm telling you, 09, I went to Deneo's album launch party, and that was already there.
08.
Yeah, so 08 definitely.
09 says okay, maybe before because you know sometimes they release
Yeah,
songs,
that's what I'm saying.
but then the album,
Yeah.
which is Party Hard, the album, which probably had all the songs out prior, says 2009.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I remember. 09, I went there, so I know it was definitely. I had it 08. He sent me it on email, and that was one of the
February
first.
2. Yeah, I got it on Discord.
So do
February
you
2008.
think this was released then and it only started popping off a few years later? Is that what you think it was?
I think it depends because like me and Link was in Cos, so it's kind of like a small Greek island, and there it was kind of more commercial, but we were still like pushing because we had a lot of DJs in the bar, so we was pushing UK funky and stuff. So it was kind of like slowly in 08, but 09, that was it. 09, that was it. It was like every song, like every song we could play.
Where do you think it started getting a bit silly?
I just think
It's when all the skanks
yeah,
and all
that's
that.
it.
And then
Like,
you had MCs jumping on
that's it.
like.
Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean MCs just jumping on every tune and any
Nando,
tune like.
Skank, you had-
Top of your head, Link. What do you think? Like just one tune, putting one tune out.
I've already
there.
got it in my head.
What do you think? Like,
What?
was the pinnacle point from when you was like, yeah, this is getting silly now? Because this be real, few of the skanks were decent.
Yeah,
you had a heavy
yeah,
hit of Migraine
of
Skank, Tribal Man
course,
Skank.
Yeah, head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because obviously, like they popped. We used to play them, and they popped. People knew them. But to me,
Jungle Man Skank was a banger as well. We used to rinse
Yeah.
that in the clubs.
Up, down, left,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it was commercial.
But yeah, sorry, bro. Yeah, when do you
I
think
dunno.
it was getting silly?
it was definitely one of the skanks. But what?
I think it was the
What, Blackberry
swine
High?
flu skank, bro.
The what one?
Swine flu skank. Catch a tissue or something, bin it, or something like that.
What about that
Shame
tune?
that weren't around for
Yeah,
COVID,
well,
didn't
yeah,
it?
What about it's like candy? That one. That one was. That's the one in my head. I was like, yeah.
But that was Crazy Cousins, right? That wasn't so bad though.
But the thing, we used to play that.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad tune, but like from then it was. That's when it just started, kind of like.
That wasn't so bad though, was it? That one. That was cool.
You had the Nando skank.
Blackberry High. I
was hard, Maxwell D, right?
Yeah. I love Maxwell, and the things I love Maxwell D.
Big up Maxwell D, man.
Garage days, but then after Blackberry High, I was thinking,
You don't really rate that song, no?
no, it wasn't up there for me because then you had Next Man doing iPhone hype or some Nokia hype or something. It's like Motorola hype. It's like see what I mean? That's, and then to me, that's sort of it started going down a line. Why has everyone got to do a skank?
Well, you said you had a tune in your head, in Furious.
Yeah, that was it.
What?
It's like candy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's like.
No, I
look,
think I was actually alright,
enjoyed
man.
that.
Anything Crazy Cousins touch, I think
I'm
it
not
was
saying it was a bad tune.
It was commercial.
I'm saying from that moment, I feel like everyone was like, okay, cool, we can all kind of just do anything and just chuck it as a skank, and that's when it went. Initially, we had migraine skank, then you had like, Are You Gonna Bang? You had Tribal, Head and Shoulders. So they were like hits. You can still play them now, and then from then it just Candy come out, and everyone was like, right, you just copied that song completely. Okay, let's just make some stuff up, and then for me, that's when it started just going whatever. But to be fair, Walshy still plays funky now, so
I love
he's
funky,
kept it
man.
alive even now. So
So they'd say there's some remixes.
No. I'm talking about like
You can still,
the old funky.
You can still get away with
Yeah.
migraine skank.
Bro, easy, bro.
And Do You Mind? You can definitely get away with
Yeah,
Do You
100%,
Mind.
bro.
It's a one dance, but yeah, you can still get away with funky now, like but not too much because after a while they're too young.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
Yeah,
I was in this
commercial.
gig. Yeah, I think I was in Barcelona, like 5-6 years ago, right? And I played funky. We used to play funky all the time, innit? It's part of our sets. I've dropped funky, right? And this guy, just his friends. This guy playing funky house. This is dead. Like, it's so old.
Yeah.
It was like 5-6 years ago, and I was like, okay. I didn't play it. I stopped playing. I was like, you know what? It's kind of right. Like, it's kind of like.
I definitely
You
think
know
it's
what I
a
mean?
London thing. It's definitely a London thing.
Yeah, it
now.
is, and it's a holiday.
Holiday,
thing,
yeah,
so-
holiday vibe. Sometimes you can
like,
feel
you
the
go to-
vibe in like you said, some of them have got like that holiday sort of vibe to them. Do you know what I mean? If you got sort of, maybe it might be our time now. Do you know what I mean? Of people going on holiday with their girlfriends now, and they're going to a bar. Like you could play that now, and it'll reminisce them to a time
That's
that
it,
they
that's
went
it.
together back in the day.
It's like garage now. Like everybody that's getting married now, that's like one of the main music that they want on their playlist.
You know what though? I've got to say it. If I don't play a UK funky set in my set,
See?
I've had a shit set.
See?
Straight.
Bro,
I have to play
bro,
UK funky.
he's playing funky like the audience is like in their 20s and 30s. Like these are 18-year-old
but
kids.
let
and
me
they're
tell you
like,
something. Yeah, but hold up 1 second, bro. Yeah, you're saying that on the basis of you knowing that I love funky, right? But
'Cause you
hand
play it
on-
all the time?
Yeah, I do exactly. Yeah,
there's
But
nothing wrong with that.
hand on heart, it goes off every time because wait, because I play the select bangers and I don't
Yeah.
play it for too long.
How long you playing?
Probably
How long you
at
playing?
the very max 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I'm paying Migraine Skank.
Yeah.
I'm paying the mashup me and Raymond done with Body with
Yeah,
Chance.
Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Terminator?
No,
Terminator.
Chance, Apple.
Yeah.
Oh, Apple Chances, yeah.
No, it weren't Chance. It was something else. My bad. I can't believe I flopped on that.
Slice cigar?
No. It was the musical statues.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that, Ron?
Yeah.
On the spot,
that's
who's that?
Apple. That's
Yes, Apple,
Apple.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, Apple.
Oh, of course everyone knows it's Apple,
Party
bro.
hard, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Don't piss me off.
What?
And that's
In
it.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, quick. In
So
and
you-
out.
I'm like,
you need
I'm
to
like in
go
5
in
minutes.
quick.
Bam, 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 bam. I'm just playing with you, man. It's fine. I'm glad you're still keeping it alive.
No, I
Keep it on
have to, bro.
Spotify
And I'll tell you
streams
why.
alive.
It holds sentimental value because obviously that's the time that I started coming up as a DJ.
Yeah.
You know, around 2010, 2011.
So how old are you again? I forgot.
Don't know, mate. I'm not falling for that one. So yeah, obviously, you know, not going too much into the UK funky, but you know, that was like a really good era, but also, you know, just one of those kind of subgenres. What do you think's the next sound in the UK, man? Because I feel like it's a little bit lost at the moment. I'm going to lead on to that.
Yeah, it's
after.
probably a segue to. I'm never going to speak on it because you're probably going to bring it up.
Yeah, but like, what do you think the next sound is? Obviously, we've had that Amapiano started to leak in. I don't think it's gonna last. I hope it does, but you know, commercially, it's not holding weight.
Yeah.
What do you think the next sound is? The drill's done. which I'm going to touch on in a minute.
It's the drill's still there. The drill's still
It's
there.
not.
Do you know what it is? It's that pop drill stuff.
No way, we're coming to that.
Bro, wait.
Let's-
Pop drill.
Wheel it up, selector. Yeah. Don't get me started on that yet. But I want to talk about something else. So, yeah. What do you think's next, if you used to have a guess?
I reckon it's gonna go back to house.
Something's coming
It's
around.
gonna go back to house, I reckon.
Yeah.
But I don't know what kind of house, but it's gonna go back to house again, I reckon.
Do you think the UK sounds a little bit lost at the moment?
I just think everybody's stealing parts of everything which has already come before us. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Everybody's stealing that, the garage. Then once they get bored of that, it's going to be UK funky again. Then once they get bored of that, they try and find something before that.
Cool,
Maybe
right.
But the
some
sound-
jungle and drum and bass.
But
or
I'll say the sound is lost. Do you know why? I can say it. Do you remember that era? What 2015? The J House.
something.
You want to call it Afro swing? Yeah.
Afro swing.
I never use that term, but people use it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whatever. I just
call it
like-
UK.
I just call it UK, right? And my Serato is UK music. We get it. But like just the hundreds or whatever. UK hundreds. You know what I'm saying? But the point is that a lot of UK artists were just coming up that way. Do you know what I mean? And it was good music. It was good vibes.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little bit harder, which is great. You got to have the hard, you got to have the soft, you had to sing along, you had the girlies, right? We ain't getting that. You understand? So that's a whole,
They just want
the
drill.
whole music. No, but drill can't. Drill could be with that, but it's not. Like no one's doing that. Do you know what I mean? And that's the problem. Is that all of them artists, Notes, Bane, like Kojo, all of them, man, like the era's like. Unfortunately, the era's gone. Maybe it's gone too quick. But that needs to kind of come back again or something like that.
I think. Do you know like that Packs and Potions tune? Yeah, that beat. Yeah, it's like a salsa kind of beat that could come through.
Bro. But we need,
You know, like because reggaeton's big. Reggaeton's big at the minute still, and Latin music's kind of big. And then you got a lot of foreign music, like you was talking on the other podcast where you saying about Bangra and things like that. A lot of the foreign music's coming through, French. Like that's what's gonna come through. I think even like you got like the drill. You got like Irish drill and stuff like that. South African drill.
I'll tell you what,
I'm
yeah.
gonna leave that.
I'm going to make a prediction
Ghana
here.
My
drill,
Dropbox.
Ghana drill.
I'm
gonna leave that in my
going to
Dropbox.
make a prediction here, and you know I hope that it does kind of go off. But I'm going to say it's going to be like UK dance or even like UK reggae. I think that's going to be the next kind of sound this summer, maybe.
I realise music always does circles.
Yeah, that's
Everything does a circle. Like something would last for 5 years, the next thing will come around, but then it will have a different spice to it, and then something else will come around, and they have a little bit more spice to it, but it's
Then
still got
they
the same
rename
flavour
it,
of
they rebrand it and
That's
rename
it.
it. That's it.
So you got to think like I said, reggaeton was 10 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Now reggaeton sort of flavours. Remember when you had all the what's all them Little Mix and all that doing all them sort of Spanishy vibes?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
CNCO,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jason
that's it. It
Derulo.
all comes back round and that goes, and something else will come back round again. It's all cycles. Music is one big cycle. Do you know what I mean? And it's
So what we saying?
finding that new flavour.
Yeah.
What are we
is
calling
the
it?
hard thing.
You said house.
Yeah.
I'm saying like dancehall reggae. What are you saying?
I don't think it's dancehall reggae. I don't think that's coming through.
Okay.
Because the only reason I say that is because for a long time there's been good UK R&B artists. They got no love. They never got love. You feel me?
Yeah, but the R&B is not going to come through, man.
Yeah. So the
As much as
R&B,
I'd
the
love it
reggae,
to.
and the dancehall, it's not. I don't think it's coming through, right?
No.
I just don't think people can. I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel like the youth connect with what they want to be. So like the drill, right? You understand? They connect with that. They're like, oh yeah, like with their baddies going to the corner shop. You know, there's like 10 little kids, whatever. Oh, you know how they're trying to act hard. I feel like they think no, but they're kids. They don't know shit. Forgive me for swearing. So like they obviously like try to relate to that. But you put reggae dancehall, they're not gonna relate to that, bro. Like even if like they got Caribbean parents, they're probably second generation, bro. Never been to the Caribbean in their life, bro. Like they're not. I don't think they can relate to it. So I don't think that. I feel like especially in the charts, there's a bit more house music coming through, unfortunately. But the house music that is coming through, because I pay attention to what the streets and the charts are listening to, but it's quite soft.
Yeah.
There's no big drop. It's so soft. It's like, oh, you can start singing. We can start singing, and it's like, yo, where was the drop? I missed it. I'm like, what? Do you know what I mean?
You said unfortunately.
yeah.
Why unfortunately?
Because like when you got house music like that, then in certain clubs they're gonna be like, oh, house. Look at the top 10 of the house. There's like 4 house songs, and I'm like, bro, like I wouldn't even call them house just because they got a 1, 2, 5 tempo. It's not really house. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's so light, and they'll be like, oh, you got to start playing house, and it's like, but why? The 4 other tunes in there are drill, which we'll go on to next. Do you know what I mean? Well, if you want to call it drill, yeah, I'm just gonna stop. Go Walshy.
Link, what do you think, bro? just to wrap that up, what do you think's going to be popping next this year, or the next sound to come
House
through?
will always be around.
Yeah.
All house will never go. It'll never go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But it'll always just form into different house. Like what a lot of people are doing at the moment, they're remixing a lot of like 70s and 60s disco into house. And I'm noticing like a lot of kids are liking that.
Joe Corey's got that one with his Nina Simone, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that it's sort of getting. And then what did Thingy do with Rasputin? Same thing.
Oh yeah,
Majestic.
But that was on. That's because the Rasputin was on TikTok. Majestic was like, "Yo, I need to make that a song," and he jumps on that trend so quick, right? And that's smart. You see something popping, he jumps in it, made it because there wasn't that really a song. I think I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah, but
I
things
like
like
that
that. But a lot of kids listen to that when they're growing up. They're hearing 70s and 60s from their mum and dad and stuff like that. So a lot of them are starting to remix house tunes into that.
Yeah.
Because the wedding that I'm doing, this girl, all she wants is sort of like remixes of like 70s and 80s house tracks.
Yeah.
And she's sort of, well, she's young. She's what, like 25, 26?
25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's all stuff that she's been hearing as she's been growing up.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's got a nice flavour. I'm old school, so I've sort of, like I said, I've gone through the eras and all that. So as I don't know, as I get older, I kind of like my music a bit more, not as hard. Like I love drum and bass. I'll do a drum and bass rave like all the time. That's sort of like my hard place. But when I'm out, I can't do all the kids raves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm done doing the kids raves. You know what I mean? Doing all the summer seasons. You know what I mean? You don't realise you're DJing 7 days a week to kids.
Yeah.
Every night of the week, 3 times a week. It's a lot. You know what I mean? By the end of the summer, you're thinking, I don't want to do no more kids. I'd rather go and play cheese.
Yeah.
And that's what we used to do, realistically. A lot of us used to come out of there and then just do like corporate bookings and stuff like that, where you're just playing a bit more free stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing, I don't care, I'll be playing steps and all that. It
Which
wouldn't
one?
bother me.
Tragedy.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You play that, and the whole place is jumping. Well, you got office folk. You play all that type of stuff, and the office folk are jumping. Do you know what I mean? But then when you're doing that whole summer season, you're playing all hard stuff and stuff. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
You really don't want to hear that over the summer.
All right, Link. I think you're starting to show your age, Keith.
But you know what tune? You know what tune's low key before I go? You know what tune's low key kind of killing it off at like they're smashing it in the student ones. You can kind of do it, but you know Katy Perry Fireworks.
Oh yeah.
That's low.
I used to
But even
bang
now,
this one.
if you drop that and there's whatever, even if you're like, you won't play in the curve, but if you drop it in the main room randomly,
You know what? Just before we go into the next thing, you've actually played it last night in your set.
Oh,
You put in your
God.
story, right?
yeah.
Cassie, Long Way to Go, right? One of my favourite tunes. But obviously there was a guy like a DJ had done like a transition. I think it was like a good.
I don't know why it looks fake. I don't know why.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
The
yeah.
I was
crowd
like-
reaction, right?
I was like,
Was it on
I was,
Insta?
Yeah,
I was like, for
Was
me
it
when I
fake?
saw that, I was like,
I
no one,
don't know, but yeah.
no one goes that crazy.
Yeah.
I don't care who you
To
are.
Cassie.
To Cassie Long Way, no one.
Yeah.
If you dropped I Need a Girl and there was
Yeah.
loads of black people and there was older,
Yeah.
fair enough. But nah,
That's exactly what I thought.
it just looked, I don't know.
But I mean, if it did, like that's great.
Amazing. It was
because
like
it brings it back.
I was like, okay, he's not doing anything, but they're going crazy. I'm like, I mean, I wish it was true. I want it to be true. And since then, I'm playing Long Way to Go main set. I drop it all the time.
Even Akon Bonanza. you
I've
know.
been dropping that for a minute,
Yeah,
but
but
that's
obviously
the
that's
TikTok.
hit TikTok, yeah.
That's TikTok. That's different. Yeah.
House mixes of that.
Yeah. But I just played the original, bro. I just play originals. Like,
Anyways,
Promiscuous Girl, all of
obviously, I think you guys now know where we're going with this. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
boy.
2022. I've quoted this, and I've said it for a while now. Is going to be the year of samples. We're going to hear every hitter of the classics of the samples, and we're going to go through a few now. Actually, right?
Go.
First one I've put up there is the A1J1, right? Dance the Night Away. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard it and played it.
Coming for You. You heard that one?
Heard it
That
and
was the
played
first
it.
single.
Yep, heard it and played it.
And nothing towards the artists, the up and coming artists, trying to break into the commercial scene. I get it. However, I just think this is where it's coming and getting silly with the drill. Getting very, very poppy. If you played the original of Jennifer Lopez on the floor to the mandem, they'd be like, "What?" Like they wouldn't want to be around, right?
Yeah.
But now they've sampled it. Like you got
go
the
to the-
mandem on the stage.
Go to the worst one. Go to the worst one.
Did it go from top to worst?
No, that's the worst one. The one where you play that original,
They wanted.
bro. Come on,
What?
you will get jinx chucked at you.
What,
baby.
coming for you?
They wanted.
No, is that
No,
Nah.
glad you came. The glad you
Oh,
came.
that's the that's.
Yeah.
Mm.
for me? I posted it on my story. I was like, "Is this the worst? Like the worst song?"
But you played it in Windsor, no?
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Yeah, I downloaded it. I was like, as soon as I heard it on Spotify, no, I saw it on Twitter as a joke. Drill's getting ridiculous. Yeah, I was like, look at this joke video, and like the next week it came out, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually real. It was on Spotify, right? And I was like, this is terrible. So I downloaded it. Yeah, you're thinking, wow, I downloaded it. I play it as like my first song when I get to the club, just to pull it on. People are just thinking, everyone comes to the floor, starts singing it. I'm like, I get why though, it's because these people, like 10 years, 6, 7 years ago, they're listening to the Wanted. They don't realize it.
Yeah, or the pop.
They're not. They've only, like, I always say this I've saying it for years. A lot of people were on that pop vibe. A lot of people just coming over to the urban, the drill side.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, it was all pop. Katy Perry, Taylor.
Yeah.
They weren't listening to the
That was
urban
main
music.
room.
Afro beats, they
room.
didn't have a clue. But now, like now they're getting a bit more, okay, things a bit more urban. Okay, cool. And now that's why they love this song, because it samples their pop.
Yeah.
You understand?
See,
like the other one you will say in a minute.
I get the logic of what's going on, because
Logic.
obviously a lot of artists want to like make it into the commercial charts, you know, get signed by record labels, all that kind of stuff, right? But I just don't get the logic behind it. Like I said, as that example, you know, if you was, you know, with all your boys and you played The Wanted or On the Floor,
gosh.
they would be like, what? Are you joking, bro? Like,
Imagine playing
you know,
that
all
in
this
a
stuff,
curfew.
right?
Like, nah.
But no joke, I've seen some of these guys do live performances. They've got all their guys on the stage and they're busting out like they're skank. I'm like, but you wouldn't do that to the original.
Nope.
That's the logic. That's what I just can't get my head around. Obviously, it's getting really cheesy now. I think it's getting silly. But another few that I feel like have been completely ruined, and I'm just gonna say it absolutely with chest.
Go.
Digga D sampling 50 Cent's 21 Questions.
Okay, so that's the one just come out this week, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I've downloaded it. Don't ask me why I keep downloading these songs, and I haven't listened to it. But the Pump 101, can I just say, even though the song was Stomp 101, which I don't think was a big song, because not everyone
Well, it was
really knows.
technically G Unit.
Yeah, Junior, it wasn't the biggest song compared to 50 Cent, right?
Yep.
But Pump 101 goes off.
Yeah.
Can't lie, it goes off.
That's the
Goes
best
off.
one. That's
Yeah,
the best one.
Goes off. So I don't mind that sample.
Yeah.
But 21 Questions, this new one?
Yeah, no, he's ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. And he's done another one as well, right? And it samples Best Friend.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Is it an album or something?
It's not an album. I think he's releasing some singles prior to an album. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
But two of them singles that he's released, other than Pump 01, he's absolutely ruined it. Yeah. Another one, Little TJ, In My Head.
I downloaded
Not gonna
this.
lie, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. That's like borderline average. I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
like
lie. It's all right. And he samples I as Replay.
What about the baby cakes? Son?
What's that one?
What's that?
Little TJ again.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, they done baby cakes.
No
Huh?
way.
Yeah.
How does he even know Baby
What?
Cakes?
Yeah, it's baby cakes.
No way.
Yeah.
You
Go
serious?
Check it out. Go check it out.
What's
What's it called?
I think it's Little TJ. I heard it.
That's why it's called Baby
Yeah,
Cakes.
Yeah.
It's called Baby Cakes.
Yeah, check
Right,
it out.
don't play it
Don't
because
play
of
it, but
because
yeah,
of copyright. We'll check that after. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. Another one. What did you guys think of RD sampling Flowers?
It works.
Yeah.
He done it. When people say when it's done distastefully, it's not good. Like
Right.
the way he done it. Like, do you know what I mean? If you're taking a sample, do it right.
Right.
And he's done it right.
I think.
Yeah.
I think
it went well.
Right.
I think he done a good job.
Yeah, I think he done a good job. He also done a sample of Ironic Stay With Me, which I think was good. That's actually one of my favourite songs off his album that he released. Nathan Dawes recently released a new single.
Was it the Calibre one?
Yeah. How many times has that been sampled? Nothing against Nathan, by the way.
1,000 times.
Great, he's doing an
Probably
amazing job.
about 1,000 times. There's loads of mashups. There's loads of blends. And
Yeah,
that.
Stickman one, right?
Yeah.
You can make a
Sometimes
hot.
I feel like
Yeah.
with my hand.
Have you actually heard
Free
the
Jack, Free
new?
Free Jack, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Big up Free Jack.
Yeah.
Have you actually heard the new Nathan Dawe single?
Downloaded it. Haven't heard it.
I think it's got Ella Rare on it. I think
Yeah, I see it.
it's actually alright, man.
Is it?
Yeah, it's actually alright. I like it. Yeah, I can see it like growing in the charts and stuff.
Okay, can I talk on one? You might have it. The James Hype one.
Oh yeah.
Is that on there?
the
Ferrari.
I've seen a lot of people playing it. Like I know DJs are actually playing it.
That's done. I've played it.
And it can't lie, it sounds alright. Like, low-key, I love that song, one of my favorite songs, right?
Yeah.
It low-key sounds catchy and summery. I'm not gonna lie,
I
sounds.
think it's gonna slowly grow on me. I think.
I think you gotta hear it. When you hear it and people start,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that people are singing to it, they know it, but I just feel like it just sounds nice.
It's gonna get played and played and played.
I think so.
you're gonna
Do you like
all
it?
the time. Yeah, I think it's alright. Summertime. I think it's one of them ones. Holiday vibes.
Yes,
and,
yeah. I hope it is.
summertime.
Yeah,
I don't think it's his best release though, if I'm honest.
Nah, More Than Friends for
Nah,
me.
it's just more than friends.
More Than
big
Friends.
one, big
Even
one.
though that was an En Vogue sample.
Yeah, that's it.
I prefer these VIP remix.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that bass in that.
yeah.
Do-do-do.
Yeah. And lastly, one more sample to date that I feel like has actually gone really, really well is Jack Harlow's First Class, which samples Fergie's Glamorous. I've run it in the club over the weekend. Obviously, I don't really know the verse, but the chorus, the song as a whole, I actually really like it. I think it's done a good
But that's
job.
what I'm trying to say. The same way that Glad You Came works, because all of these kids, they grew up on pop.
Yeah.
If only just slowly, last couple of years. I've already said it. From that Stormzy era, there's a lot of people that never listened to like black music, but from that Stormzy era, he tapped into that market. That's why I feel like he grew. He tapped into that kind of like that white culture market, and they kind of really enjoyed it and liked it, and they've kind of come over. And since then, the schools. That's why Glad You Came worked, because they were listening to the one when it came out. That's why they love First Class, because they were listening to Fergie when it came out. Even today, I was in Nike. I played Glamorous, the whole song, because I actually like it.
It's a tune still.
I just can't play in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? But now, I feel like I can kind of low key play it.
You
So
can't play in the club.
DJ
I wouldn't play
guilty
Glamorous.
pleasures.
I wouldn't normally. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? When I'm in Windsor, I feel like this is the thing now, right? Sorry to speak on this, but it's similar. Now you can kind of get away with low key dropping a random song that you'd never ever play, and it low key works. For example, the usual "We Are Youngs," that football song from last year.
Oh, what, the one that was played in the what's his name played?
Dun, dun.
Yeah.
Ba, ba, ba.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now at the moment, one tune that I've been playing is actually working. Is Madonna "Hung Up"? You know that song?
Yeah.
Yeah, like these random tunes you can kind of get away with. So this Saturday, 100%, I'm playing Glamorous, and I'll pull it and I'll tell you if it works.
You saying that back in the day, we used to play a lot of indie. Like indie used to like
Kings of Leon.
yeah,
All of
Kings
that,
of
Sex
Leon.
and Fires.
What's that?
Chelsea Dagger.
What's that one? What's that coming over the hill? What's that coming over the hill?
It's a monster.
Oh, we used to do phone parties. You put that on a phone party, yeah, they were jumping.
Students go
Yeah.
crazy for that stuff.
This is what I'm
man.
saying.
That's
That's
what I'm saying.
that's why I'm saying like Glamorous will probably work in a main room warm up. That's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying I play these random tunes. Main set. Let's drop it.
Yeah.
But wasn't we saying it a little while
In
ago?
the main room, yeah.
No. But my main room is urban, right? So I'll play Pop Smoke. True story. I was playing some hard stuff. Hard. Next song I dropped. Boom, 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 boom. Ta-da! The same crowd that were dancing to Pop Smoke, the same crowd sang that with their chest.
How long did you play it for though?
First chorus out.
Question, yeah?
That's far as
Straight.
it'll
Question.
go. Won't go
Next
that
song,
far.
Pompeii Bastille, worked.
Yeah.
Yo, question. Obviously, I'm going to say it straight. That was erratic, bruv. Was fucking erratic, yeah? However, if you heard another DJ do that, what would be your reaction?
Okay, so if I heard another DJ do that, yeah, I'd be like, whoa. What's going on, right? But if I see it work, yeah, I'll be like, actually, he might be onto something.
Cap.
They'll be like, come on. But then I'll see it. But the thing is, because we're all used to our own way. I might see you do something that's normal for you. I might be like, whoa, what's he doing that for, right? But then I'm like, actually, that worked. Why not try something different?
But that's the thing. If you start trying different things, that's what I'll give you as a test to do. Like 1 week, just go in. And
Glamorous, main
go
set.
Go from one to the other.
Echo it out.
To the other.
Yeah.
So go from one genre to another genre to another one.
Now I want to go
to another
extreme.
one,
Wait.
to
Extreme.
another
Can I
one,
just
and
say
see-
something?
And just test the crowd. Just test the crowd and see, because the thing is, yeah, sometimes DJs just think, all right, we run through it structurally.
Yeah.
Run through it structurally, but it might work. But if you just go like that way, left,
And then go
right,
back to
and
them.
then go back to what you're playing,
That's what I done.
then sometimes like
went off.
the wrong way might work.
Bro,
You know
and
what
that
I'm
is
saying?
exactly, and I challenge everyone. And this week, I'll put my hands up. I'm gonna play Glamorous.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's a bit cheating because of first class. I'm gonna play Glamorous
Yeah.
main set. I'll
Right,
play it like
I will
1:30.
not be playing Dior, then We Are Young.
Okay, cool. What song are
No.
you gonna play? That's gonna be a swerve ball this week.
Yeah.
Cassie.
No.
No.
Okay, Swerve Ball, yeah?
Swerve ball.
But Shakira hips.
No, you can play that warm
you
up.
can
That
get away
bangs.
with that. You can get away with that.
Yeah. Get away with
Like I'm going swervy ball.
I'm going to say
Go on.
Timbaland, Promiscuous Girl.
No, bruv, I'm playing that anyway.
Is that not on the same level as Glamorous?
No,
Are you serious, bro?
No.
bro. Promiscuous Girl. I'm gonna lift it up to show you. Promiscuous Girl.
Put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad. He's older than me. He's the granddad. Spoiler. Promiscuous Girl was doing well because of TikTok. I've been playing Promiscuous Girl for the last couple of months. It's been banging.
Okay, all right. So put that aside from TikTok. Let me think of
Okay.
something else then.
Fireworks, Katy Perry.
No way. I'm not playing that in an urban
All
room.
right. Jason Derulo.
Oh, that would
What?
work.
Always work.
What'd you say? You can play what you say. Main set will still work.
What's above? Play Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball. There you go.
Ooh.
Put that one in there.
Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA. Even I don't play Miley Cyrus.
23.
I'll play that sometimes.
I'll play that. I'll play that already.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of something that's.
You're trying to throw.
Just a massive swerve ball.
Yeah.
If I'm throwing, I said one already.
What's yours?
I said Miley
Well,
Cyrus
yeah,
Wrecking
Wrecking
Ball.
Ball.
Does it have to be like a hit from back in the day, or can it be like a little
It
bit?
can be a hit, but just not urban.
All right. So what about Tiny Tempo, Wonder Man?
No.
No.
Everyone knows. I mean, yeah.
It's Tiny Tempo.
You're still keeping it in
needs
the
to be
like,
someone.
What do you
like,
mean it's Tiny Tempo?
It needs to be someone cheesy, like.
You're still
kinda
keeping
cheesy,
it UK.
like.
Someone out.
You know what I do sometimes, right?
Kind of cheesy, like.
You know what I do that's
Yeah, I'm
cheesy,
saying.
yeah? But it goes into hip hop and I play it every set and it works. But you know, I ain't Magarena, Tiger.
Yeah.
I ain't never doing it.
Yeah,
So when people
that's
like,
standard,
people like, huh? And then it goes into it and,
Yeah,
and I can get away with it
Yeah,
because of
but
the
that's
Tiger. So I'm like, yeah.
See, going back to the funky, that's where the
Yeah.
where the thingy, the funky comes in. Remember the song that you don't like? What's the song that you
I
don't
don't
like?
mind it, Candy.
That's what I'm saying. So now we're going back to sort of that.
Yeah, sampling. Yeah, so that's my kind of swerve ball. Sometimes people are like, look at me like, huh? And then they hear the bass, they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, don't touch me.
Yeah. No. Listen. Look, if it works for you, cool. But I'm just saying it's against my ethics. Man.
Glamorous, I'm playing it. You know what I really want to play? I really want to play Fireworks, but I'll do one at a time.
Put that as a
Glamorous.
reel, and I want to see that Monday.
Bro, Glamorous, I'll record it again.
Real. Yeah.
If you ain't get no money, take your broke.
Get a tripod.
home.
Get a tripod. Put your phone up. I want you to introduce it, and I want you to put it as a reel.
You know what's
Monday.
crazy, yeah? You know what's crazy? Because I played We Are Young. My manager, the next week, he was like, bro, what was that tune that you played? That was amazing. That was like epic. I was like, We Are Young. He's like, let's play it again. When I started playing it, he was like, what's this? Yeah, he was like, what's this? He thought it was some drill song, right? And then he was like, what's this? I was like, don't worry, bro. He's like, are you sure? He looked at me. I said, yeah. Trust him, bro. And then they started singing and recording it. He was like, yeah. And then I played Sweet Caroline Mex. He was like, bro, he looked like, what? I said, bro, like, just trust me. He's like, you sure? I said, bro, again. I said, I got it. And then it went off, right?
Caroline.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline. And then after that, you can just kind of go into something more chill, like, I don't know, Crescinda or Pop Smoke.
Don't ever make me catch you do that, bro. Anyways, just
Sorry.
to conclude that.
Yeah.
So I do think a lot of these samples that are coming through, especially from the UK, they're ruining classics, man. Absolutely ruining classics. Actually, another one that I missed out that I thought was quite decent. H Baby.
I was just about going
Oh,
to say.
that's
you
actually a
didn't
really
say
good
that
one.
Yeah, I think
That's
that
working.
went down quite well.
That's working. That's a good warm-up song, I feel, and a good main set to a degree.
Yeah.
And a warm-down.
Depends what crowd. Innit?
It does make me question these samples, how they're getting cleared.
It's because I think a lot of them have got like good management, and they can contact like Ashanti and just say, look, can we use the sample? And then
money
obviously
talks.
Yeah, but
get
think-
money.
Think
And let's
about
put your name in the
Yeah,
title
that's
as well.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Think about
she ain't
these-
she ain't even on it.
No, but her name's in
But
the
her
title,
name's
right?
on the title,
Yeah.
that's
And
the
you
thing.
got to think royalty. Like if she's got royalties on that tune, people
Yeah.
listening to that tune, people are gonna go back and listen to the old one.
Yeah.
So not only she's making change.
Streams.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
But think about the sample getting passed, right?
Mm.
And then listening to the tune and thinking, fuck, they just ruined my song.
No, but I'm sure they hear it first, right?
Yeah,
I
of
think they
course.
get. I think they
She's
get.
not-
the
yeah.
first listen.
How did they get Glad You Came?
But
How did they get that?
they wanted, didn't it? They obviously the wanted must have been on like one of them massive like labels like
Like a Simon Cowell one.
Yeah,
I was
Cyclone or
like,
something
Psycho. I was
that.
like, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So then their management knows them. They might be like a sister or partner company, and then that's it. That's all it takes.
So if you just before we go on to the next thing, if you dislike a song, are you still playing it for the crowd? Because I actually know some people that dislike songs and won't play it.
Yeah.
Are you going to play a song that you don't like?
If I'm honest, I have to say I have played songs because I don't like Glad You Came. I don't like that. I don't like, no offense to you guys, but A1, J1, I don't really like them songs. So I don't like them. No, but if they're watching, like, you know, hey, but it's not for me, but it's okay.
Why don't you like them?
Because for me, I just feel like, look, when I put on drill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, cool, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Put you in the car, makes you feel away, you know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, cool, like, no better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, right? I'll put on drill and be like, glad you came. I'm glad
But
you
this is what
came. I'm like, no.
Yo.
Maybe if it's R&B, but not drill.
What about trends? You play trends though.
Bro, like, I downloaded it and I was like, ugh.
No, but
Yeah, but
what
you
you
got
just
H
did
on it,
there
H
is the
on it.
exact representation
Does that make sense?
of what I was saying about, like, you wouldn't get Roadman, like, vibing to the original,
Yeah.
but they're vibing to the sample, bro.
But I think it's more of a club thing because I think you got a playlist for the car and you got a playlist for the club. So if you're playing it in your car, then
Never, bro.
forget.
When it
But
comes
if
on,
you're
I
playing
skip
it
it
in
on
the
Spotify.
club and they're going crazy for it.
You have to
then-
play it,
then
which
you
is
have-
why
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to lie to you, but
That's the difference.
all of them songs that you said that I don't like, I
Yeah.
play every single one of them as soon as I start the club.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, tick box, I've done it.
Yeah.
I could play them later and it would work. I'm just like,
Nah.
You know what? My swerve ball again for this week will be a Glad You Came main set. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play the original and then I'm going to play that one and we'll see if it works, yeah?
It will work. It will work.
Now
Of
it'll
course
work. Like everyone's probably streaming it. You're going to be looking at me like, oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Even better still, put cue points and do some madness.
Someone's got a mashup of that. Someo's got to have a hype edit of that.
Of course there
I've got to
is.
look for that.
Westwood actually done
Yes.
the Bruno Mars.
Yes, I heard
to
that.
the
That
moon
sounded nice.
into the kid.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
up Kid Flow on that, man.
Well, oh yeah. Obviously, Man Like Flow. Yeah, that. Bruv, when I heard him do that, I was like, I kind of lucky want to do that.
Talking to
And then and when he was mixing it,
I
I was like, is it clanging or is it me? And it works.
I actually got the acapella, but you have to change the pitch.
The pitch,
tone.
yeah.
Oh.
Actually, the I can't think of what it's called, but the
key.
tone- the key,
Yeah, the key.
You have
Yeah.
to change the key because it's
Is it?
out of the key.
I can't lie, Westwood done it right. I said it. It sounded like it was clanging. I was like, okay, West, but I love what you do, so it's a pass. But then it went in time. I was like, oh, maybe my ears are wrong. I don't know. But
Well, anyways, just to conclude the sampling, because we did go on a little bit long about that.
Sorry,
I do think it's the year of sampling, man. 2022 year of sampling. Recently, I've been bantering a lot about tempo of tracks being played.
Yep.
Do you think there's a limit that a tempo should be played with a particular track?
I think it all depends if you've paid for the upgrade on Serato. If you pay for the upgrade on Serato, then you can go you can push it quite far.
Not
but
too far.
if you haven't paid for the upgrade, then it's terrible. It's terrible. It sounds so bad. If you go over +5, it depends what genre. Like you were saying before in other podcasts, and I've heard in other podcasts, bashment DJs, they love to put it to like +8 or
Plus
10.
eight.
Plus eight.
That's
Plus
very,
minimum.
that's a very nice way of putting
plus
it.
8 plus 10. +8 plus 10 depending what
Whoa.
they're using.
16 wide, bro. Wide.
Depending what they're using, but
Controllers.
That's up to them.
It's okay, I love
That's up
controllers.
to them. It depends on what kind of vibe. Like it depends on like if they're from Yard or if they're like, do you know what I'm saying? They used to use them small controllers and just pitch up everything. So that's them. But out of that scene, if you're playing it more than +5 and you haven't bought the Serato upgrade, then forget it.
But let's just say that you bought Serato, right, and you got the master tempo on, okay? Yeah, even though it makes it sound a lot better.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is there a limit for you specifically with you guys across the table?
I think no. Do you know what I think? I think you can hear it when it starts sounding really fast.
If it starts
You can start
squirreling.
You can start hearing it
like
when
a
it
squirrel.
sounds.
He's like a squirrel.
It starts sounding really fast after a while, because obviously you can pitch it and time stretches the vocal. So like even if it was like 100 BPM, you played it at 110. If you started at 110, yeah. You wouldn't really know too much. You wouldn't really know too much. If you bought it, you wouldn't really know too much. But if you started at 100 and then you went to 110, then you could realise, you know what I'm saying? Then you got kind of a guide.
Some tunes you can get away with, but to me, limits +5 up, +5 down.
Yo,
yeah, man.
you remember
If you
that
start
time?
going a bit too far, then. And like you said, if you ain't got the Serato thing as well, then you can hear it.
Yeah,
it's
that's
going,
it.
like,
Straight
it's-
away.
it's
As soon as
mad,
you
like-
start going...
And as a DJ, like, your ear, if you ain't got that ear already to know that the tune's sounding too slow or way too fast, then come on. you know.
But
But then that's experience.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? But this is the thing I've noticed. Before you go there, this is the thing I've noticed, okay? And you might realize it when I say it. A lot of these people that are listening to music, they're listening to it on TikTok, right? Now, TikTok is infamously known for pitching stuff up. Every time you hear a song, it's always so much faster. Have you noticed that on every TikTok? Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people now, when they're hearing songs, if you play at the original tempo, some people are like, yo, why does it sound different?
Yeah.
Because they're not used to it. They're used to it pitched up. Because most of these songs that they're liking are like it's been a mashup or something, like that sick music guy or whatever. It's a mashup and the pitch is crazy high. And one time I played one tune and I had it on 0, right? I was with another DJ and I was like, bro, this song sounds weird. He's like, yeah, like it's on 0. I was like, oh, F+6 straight, bro. Straight up. Boom. Master tempo, obviously. But, bro, it sounded horrible, slow. Like this guy. Yeah, and I'll say it with chest. He plays Bobby Shmurda Hot Boy at 0. I'm like, bro. I've seen him play like 83 BPM. I'm like, bro, that needs to be minimum 88. Bro.
How many times have you seen me play it at that? Or
when I was in Nottingham.
Once then.
Once.
So when you say this guy plays it, that says that I'll play it more than that time, right?
I saw you play it once. So
once.
He plays it. Yeah,
once.
Played it.
So once at 83 BPM.
Yeah.
Once was enough.
Oh, bro. It's enough for me. I'm like, oh, okay.
Once was
well, I mean, it's better than going from Dior to We Are Young. Yeah, let's not, bro. Stop that.
Couple that's banging though, but yeah.
I hear what you're saying about TikTok, bro.
Do you get it now, right?
But you know why? Because videos are 30 seconds long. So you need to cram that tune in there. Yeah, you need to get that tune in.
So they pitch it up high with no master tempo. There's no master tempo on TikTok.
Of course there ain't.
Yeah, but I'm not just talking about master tempo. Have you paid for the upgrade on Serato?
I don't even know what this upgrade is.
That's what I'm saying. If you've paid for the upgrade on Serato, then you'll realise.
Is it where the key can change? That one.
It basically time stretches the track instead of like pitching the track.
Oh no, I haven't got that.
Yeah, so it time stretches the track. I think it's about £30, but yeah, it time stretches the track instead of.
What's it called? Pitch and time.
Yeah, I think
you got that right.
Yeah, I think that's the
okay.
one.
I'll buy it.
So when because you get your laptop out and he get his laptop out and play the same song and then start going through the pictures, you'll start hearing it. You can hear it different straight away.
Okay.
Well, anyways, like I was saying, because I know you like going on a little bit.
That's why I'm on the podcast, right?
Saying with chest. Yeah?
That's why I'm closer to the mic.
83 BPM.
Man, come to talk.
Yeah, bruv,
This guy plays it. Yeah, I played it once, bro.
Once.
How many times you done the Dior transition into We Are Young, or to something else? It'll be this week. It'll be glamorous, right?
Bro, I'm gonna record it
Sweet.
and I'm gonna tag all you guys.
Say no more, bro. I'm looking forward to that.
Glamorous.
Look, on the level though, all banter aside, I do have an opinion on this, the tempo stuff.
Go on.
You know, look, I get people say it's for the culture with abashment and stuff, but it gets. I've heard it recently. It's got really silly. I'm saying like no joke. I'm saying this without smiling, bro. This is serious. Like 20 plus, bro.
Wow. What song was it? What song?
Dexter Daps, Shabba Madapot. Yeah. That was one of them. There's a few that I've heard, but it's just not on. I'm not trying to hear that it's for the culture. I'm sorry. Plus 20, that is ridiculous.
But the thing is,
you can't even sing the lyrics.
If you go to
your jaw hurting.
Trying to Shazam it, doesn't work.
To Jamaica,
that's probably why they do it. Isn't it?
I'm saying if you go to Jamaica, that's what they've been doing from day. Like they've been.
What plus 20? You said plus 10 earlier, bro.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I'm being nice, but I'm saying they've always pitched it up. So now I think they're just pitching it up even more.
But I'm not gonna lie.
Now they've got wired and
but you say that.
They didn't have that before.
But like when I see Puffy, I know he's not from Jamaica, but he's from Barbados. When I've heard some of his stuff, his stuff isn't that pitched up though.
Yeah, but that's why I said it all depends.
And he plays a lot of bashment.
Yeah, it depends on the island though.
But do you think maybe because he's got different influences?
I think it's more. Yeah, I think it's more Jamaicans and in Jamaica that they pitch up. Yeah. I think the other Caribbean islands where they more soca. And stuff like that, it's already fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't need to go faster.
If you pitch soca up to plus 20,
well, you're going drum and bass.
No one can dance to that.
That's what I'm saying.
No one.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So that's why it's like different influences. I think in Jamaica itself, I think they've just always picked.
Okay, so coming away from soca bashment, right? If you're hearing a hip hop tune or a UK tune, more than +10. What are you saying then?
No, that's
All right, because let me tell you something. I'm not trying to hear what he just said about, it's because of TikTok, blah, blah, blah. This is an influence, even though I do hear that. Yeah, because obviously another thing which you didn't mention with why people do that is they bypass all the, the copyright and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But only if you're streaming.
Yeah, but bro, you know what it's like uploading anywhere now. Like even on Mixcloud, you can't even put 3 tracks in a mix that's from the same artist. Otherwise, they're taking that down. Yeah. You can't put anything on anywhere. Instagram, nothing. Like, can't lie. Every week, all the live streams I was doing through lockdown. Every week, I get a copyright infringement coming up. Oh, your live video that you done in lockdown has been taken down.
Yeah.
And I was making that a bit faster, just to get past it. Not obviously fucking +10.
No, but I remember you told me you took off master tempo. You were going +5s and stuff. Yeah. Deliberately to bypass it.
Yeah, exactly. And it didn't sound silly, right? It sounded reasonable. But I've been hearing it a lot recently, and I just think it's against the DJ ethics. And I feel like a lot of these up-and-coming DJs that are kind of doing these gigs, getting these gigs because of their followers and stuff, they're cutting corners. And they're not learning the real ethics of DJing. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you got an established DJ or DJs like yourselves that have been DJing for a long time and you listen to that stuff, it's just not on. I just disagree with it.
Yeah, I just
completely disagree with it.
I think it's the new DJs, and there's no one going to tell them, is there? Really?
There's
Do you
no
know
hold.
what I'm
There's no holds bars at the
Straight.
moment.
That's-
Do you know what I mean?
I'll tell them. I don't
That's
care.
the thing.
Yeah,
no
of
one's,
course. That's
no one's
for
going
you
to say
tell them.
anything. That's the thing.
But
no one's going to say anything.
We live in an age. There's no hold bars at the moment. You got people that are taking bookings for peanuts. Do you know what I mean? They don't care. And like you're saying, a lot of clubs at the moment don't care. Like you said, you could go in there and you could mix 2 tape decks. They don't care as long as there's music playing out them speakers.
You can play Spotify playlist. They don't care.
There you go. As long as you're there you go. As long as you're standing, and the club owners might want a bit of sort of mic influence in there. So like you said, you could play a Spotify playlist, have a bit of mic influence. Done.
Easily, you could actually
go home.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to try that for like 20 minutes.
Do it, and I'm sure they wouldn't even
I
realize.
bet you could just do it for the whole year, and the manager wouldn't come up and say
Bro,
anything.
I might go to the club with my iPad, download all my songs and that sort of thing already. Download them so I don't need internet and just kind of like press play, whatever.
Just keep the headphones on your head. You got. You
I even use headphones anyway.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, see.
That's
But
even
look,
better.
just going back to what I was just saying, like it's not about digging people out or making people feel away. Like, we're all DJs in here. We've invested a lot into it, and I know that we've got a lot of love for music and the actual craft of it, right? But if you're not gonna kind of help someone, I know there's ways of talking to people. That's very important. But if you're not gonna like try and teach someone the way, what hope has the next DJ generation got if we're not gonna show them the way? Do you understand?
No, of course, I totally agree with that.
No, like someone does need to say something, but it's just.
Yeah, a good example. CB. Have you lot follow CB?
CB.
Nope. DJ CB.
Nope.
You follow him?
Nope.
On Instagram.
Have you heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
You know what? He's a great example because what you just said as well. He does a lot of stuff like that, loads of stuff like helping, and he's only just started himself as well. He ain't been DJing for long, but what he's doing for the culture is good. And it's people like him. Like obviously, you need people like him in this culture. Do you get what I mean? You need people to guide other people. Me and Rome, when we come up, no one was guiding us. You mad? Like no one would help no one back in the day. It was all about who you knew. If you knew the right people, you was getting in the right spots. Yeah. Especially if you wanted to get into pirate radio or, for me to start even doing raves, I was standing outside like clubs giving out flyers and stuff like that. That's how that's how we started. Do you know what I mean? And we're going old school. Yeah. And when I started on vinyl and teaching. Like no one taught me.
Yeah.
I just used to go to my cousin's house because he bought a pair of vinyls and. Yeah. I just used to just grind on these same 2 vinyls. I remember to this day, I'll just mix them over and over again. Over and over again until they went in. Once they were in, then from there you sort of started socializing with people and stuff like that. Yeah. That's how it goes. But now you got social media. Yeah. Everything's more easier, If you want something, YouTube shows you.
100%.
Yeah, no, I agree. Even talking 10 years ago, 11 years ago when I first started, there wasn't that kind of stuff available to me, My uncle showed me some little bits, and I used to go to the clubs a lot as well, and shadow DJs, watch other DJs and stuff. So it's good for the likes of CB being on YouTube and showing these little tutorials and stuff.
100%. YouTube is a good space for for anything. You could learn anything nowadays, literally on YouTube. Videographers. A lot of people don't even study anymore. They just open up YouTube, a couple clips and learn it, and that's it. And then once you start getting into that space, then what? You start putting yourself out there, start speaking to people.
We was talking about the redlining stuff before we started podcast, right? And you was talking about like bringing an external mixer in, right?
Yeah.
But just let me put it like this, yeah. In a few of the clubs that I've DJ'd at, the sound system is absolutely atrocious, yeah. And from my opinion and from what I know about that kind of area of things, you know, even if you put a mixer in, I can't lie, bro, it's not going to do anything.
Nothing.
It's not going to do anything. But the thing is, great idea what you said, because obviously that's the truth. That's what you do to try and bump it up, have a little bit more and have total control of it, right? Yeah. But you as a DJ, why should it be down to you to bring in a mixer to make the sound system better?
But I just think,
do you get what I'm saying?
I think a lot of clubs are lazy. They're not changing their systems. Do you know what I'm saying? You can still go to clubs now and they're still running like a Pioneer 800. You got to bring your Serato box, or 700. You got to bring your Serato.
I've been
box.
taking my mixer, yeah.
Yeah. S11.
Yeah, my S11. I bought that to stay indoors purely, bro. I've been taking that shit everywhere.
That's what I'm
saying. Because a lot of the mixers in the clubs that I've been at, brack up, bro.
Yeah,
and the sound card's fucked, and you can hear the difference between the S11 and their mixer.
Yeah, no, definitely. And the sound card in the S11 is very good. That's one good thing. But like I'm saying, a lot of these clubs, they've not changed their speakers, they've not changed the amps, they've not changed the setup, especially in room 2s as well. And that's the problem. So you're always going to get that unless you start bringing your own speakers. Is
there an exception with redlining? Just wanted to ask.
There shouldn't be.
I think like you're saying, if it's in a place where it's just terrible, no matter what you do, then you can probably push it, but because it's gonna sound the same if you don't push it. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna sound bad regardless.
Yeah, that's the thing. So if it's in a place like that, then yeah. But if you're in a nice place and the sound's nice, then there's no need to really push it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's how I think of it.
So if you just asking all you guys, if you used to see like some DJs, you know, having it on full whack, right, like the trims and the master, which I do see quite often, to be fair, how would you attack that to someone without taking offence? Just asking, because you know what it's like when you try and give constructive criticism to a DJ, no matter how nice you put it, they still get defensive, right? So it's quite hard to even speak to a DJ and be like, yo, bro, like, you know, try and talk about it in a very nice way without, like, you know, offending them. So how would you attack it just on that particular subject?
Do you know what? I wouldn't attack it. I'll just leave it. Do you know what? I'll just leave it because...
Sorry to butt in. Let me just give you another scenario, yeah? What if it's a DJ that is at the same club as you using the sound system and they're fucking the sound system up and you have to go in the night after knowing that they're fucking up the sound system based on what they're doing? What would you do then?
Do you know, I'd have to speak to the manager and deal with it that way. I wouldn't attack it myself because a lot of DJs have got egos, and no matter how you're going to put it, he could be saying, look, I've been DJing 20 years or I've been DJing 10 years, and like that's and what are you going to say?
Don't you think it's worse coming from someone else indirectly though? So if the manager was like, all right, yeah, the other DJ said you've been doing this. Don't you think that comes across worse?
I wouldn't do it like that. I would say to the manager, this is exactly what I'd say to the manager. I would say to the manager, the DJ that's the night before me is redlining the mixer, and the sound system's not looking good. It's gonna kill the sound system. If you go and have a look and see what he's doing, and then that's it. You don't need to come up and say, look, the DJ before said, look, you're redlining the mixer or whatever. He can just look and see. Do you know what I'm saying? And then he can go tap the guy and go, look, you're turning it up too loud. Or if there's like they've got a sound technician there, then that's even better. You can get the sound technician to just to cut things down a bit.
What's worse, redlining or the crazy tempo?
Crazy tempo.
Both just as bad as each other, really.
Both, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got to choose one. You got to choose one.
Crazy tempo, easy.
Yeah, I think the crazy tempo because the thing is, like, if you go really slow, because what the problem is a lot of these
83 BPM's not slow, by the way. It's original BPM.
The thing is, a lot of these new DJs,
they still sing, bro. Still go crazy.
A lot of these new DJs don't really know about, especially if they're mixing urban music or R&B or
YouTube
stuff
rips.
like that. Yeah,
Oh.
or YouTube rips, yeah.
Oh.
But they want to mix every song. Do you see what I'm saying? They want to mix every song. And it's not possible to mix every song. So you have to have breaks and you have to have like structure to your set. So you might play 5 songs and then drop something or change it however you feel good. But a lot of DJs want to mix every song. So someone might go from 120 to 100 BPM. And it's not going to sound right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, when I think about it, do you not remember? No, I can't speak on it.
All right, cool. What's your take on DJs putting controllers on full setups?
No.
Because that
is.
Let me say
definitely
so,
great.
let me say
Definitely
this.
great.
Let me say this, yeah.
Definitely great.
Let me say this.
Definitely great.
Let me say this, yeah. I see it once on my Insta story, right? I didn't ask why. I didn't say, yo, what's that doing? Like, I weren't rude or anything. I was just like, oh, how come you're not using the setup, right? Instead of your controller, yeah? She replied, was like, oh, yeah, because the controller's easier, and she put it onto the Pioneer setup. And I got unfollowed just for asking the question.
Yeah, but that's what. But you see what I'm saying? That's why I say to you, DJs have got egos. So if you're if they feel like it's just like a little slide dig, or they feel like it's something, they're just gonna be like, yeah, fuck this guy. Well, sorry about my language,
So do you see, like, you'd be damned if you do, be damned if you don't, if you try and talk to a DJ on a level?
That's why I'm saying you got to try and be a bit clever with it, and someone higher above you to sort it out, because you ain't gonna be able to do it because they feel like they're either higher level than you or on the same level than you, so they ain't hearing it. They ain't hearing it.
And that brings me to my last thing before we conclude things, because it's gone quite quick, to be fair. Why do you like? It's been a big stigma, and I'm sure it's been a big stigma in your time, both of you guys. Why do you think DJs just hate on DJs naturally, man? What do you think it is?
I think there's a lot of competition. That's one thing. There's a lot of competition, and especially when, like I said, when I was growing up and stuff, it was vinyl, so it was harder to get music. So if you've got the latest song, not many other people. If you didn't go to the record shop that week, the song's gone. The song's gone. You ain't got it. You ain't getting it, and you might not ever get it. You might not ever get it again.
There'll only be so many presses of that tune.
That's what I'm saying. You might not ever.
You
might not ever get it again unless like your friends got it or something. You ask to borrow some vinyl, but you're never getting that song again. So if you're getting all the new fresh stuff all the time, and then there's always going to be someone looking at him thinking, look, he's getting all the stuff, like they're gonna like slyly hate on you. Do you know what I'm saying? Or the other way round, like you can't get all the stuff, and you're like thinking, like, how am I gonna get all this stuff? Like, this DJ's got every song. I ain't even got enough money to buy a vinyl. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So you can't even. It's like, nah, you can get any song really. Do you know what I'm saying? Even like you're saying, the worst DJs are just YouTube ripping. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can get any song you want. But back then you couldn't get any song you want. So it kind of stems from there, and then it's just come to now.
Let me change the question a little bit, because like I completely hear that, but obviously that example, I feel like it's not so current these days, because like as you said at the end of that, you said obviously a lot of the music's a lot more accessible now, right?
Yeah.
But why do you think it is DJs don't show enough love like to other DJs, like give them credit, you know?
I just think it's like I said.
Does it make them look vulnerable? Do you think?
I think that's one thing, and I think it's like an ego thing, and I think
an ego thing. They don't want
they
you.
They don't
you
want
start
you
liking
to
their stuff, and then
yeah.
they think, oh, why are you liking their stuff? Let me start seeing what they're following and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole social media ego thing comes into it.
This is what I'm saying. I think other DJs might been hurt in the past where they've jacked sets and stuff like that, and that's where it comes down to. Like, it's like, what is he? By him like friending me, what is he trying to gain from
What's
me?
his intention?
That's what I'm saying. That's what they're thinking. So a lot of the time, especially if it's a DJ, like us guys, we're kind of cool. We can get on with other guys, but some guys, like other guys, have got egos. They kind of like, yeah, they're trying to keep your arm's length. So they don't really, they like your friend, but they're not really your friend. Do you know what I'm saying? They won't try and look out for you or look after you. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm worried that like people are going to take your set.
That's it. That's exactly.
At the end of the day, it's your job is your security.
And being self-employed, that's a hard thing, because like you're saying, you got a job 1 minute, and next minute it's gone. There's no contract there to be like, look, you're there for the time. You're just going to be gone. The next guy's in your spot. Like, there's nothing you can do. You got to try and look for another job. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the hardest thing about being a DJ. So I think a lot of other DJs see that and think, all right, I'm just going to keep it nice in my side, not try and bring in too many other DJs or only work with my kind of circles. Because a lot of cliques in this game as well. So that's what happens. So I think a lot of them just say, I'm going to work in my circle, build my team up, and that's it. Like, I'm not going to use any other DJs just because they'll come in and steal my gig, or I'll lose my work, and then that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got to try and find other gigs.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I ask is because, like, recently I had a little issue that arise. So do you know, guys, know about the Discord kind of thing? Discord?
Yeah, I got Discord.
Like, it's like a forum. It's not just for
like a
DJs,
forum,
but a lot of people talk about stuff, football and all that kind of stuff, right? So it come to my attention that my name come up in a like some group chat on this Discord. I've never been on it. I don't know what it is. And I see the context and stuff. And there was this up and coming DJ up from Birmingham. Was just like to a comment that I made a few weeks ago about the tempo thing, right? I was just like, look, if you're playing tracks plus 20, you're cancelled. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. Boom. Yeah. And I know that's a lot of other people's opinions too, but some people ain't as vocal, right? I know that I'm a bit more vocal. I know Link's quite vocal as well. Yeah. But, I just say how it is, innit? And obviously this guy's looked at it and put in this chat, like, who does Walshy think he is? Like, digging out up-and-coming DJs and all this kind of stuff, right? And so I messaged this guy. I was just like, I don't know you. Like, what's your issue? Like, you need to come with the facts a little bit. And what he was doing was his tone had changed in the DMs with me in comparison to what he was saying in this chat. Because he was saying in this chat, fuck Walshy, I don't care who he is, all this stuff, right? I was thinking, like, I don't even know this guy. Why is he coming with all this vim for, right? So I'm DMing him now saying, like, yo, bro, what's the issue? And then he was like, yo, I'll come to one of your gigs, like, before your set or after your set, and we'll talk. I was thinking, no. Like, what do I need to talk to you for? Like, you're chatting my name in a group chat, and I've got no one really there defending me to say, like, what's going on, And, that little situation there and how that escalated, I was just like, what's all that about? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. But this is why I'm saying, like, little things you do and little things you say, people just take offense to it, and that's why.
Take the words out your mouth.
And that's why, that's it. And then they go into these kind of forums, and then it's just like Chinese whispers, and then next minute
could be blown out of proportion. Little things could be blown out of proportion, but there's rules. You have to have rules. You can't redline. You can't be dashing a song at 20 plus BPM. Come on, there's little rules to everything in life. If you're a plasterer, I'm sure there's rules to how you plaster the wall. There's certain ways how you dash the thing on. You get what I mean? And if I come along, it's like dashing the whole plastering on with a bucket. Yeah. What? This my way's right.
Yeah.
Of course not. It's right. If I did it their way, it'd be better. And pitching up, pitching down, like too much. You can tell. You can always tell, especially redlining as well. And a lot of clubs now have got like limiters. So you hear it straight away. The minute you go into a mix, you're gonna hear, right? It's why has it gone down all of a sudden? And that's another problem as well. Not realizing, a lot of young people coming up don't realize that. Why has it gone down all of a sudden? I need to turn it back up. Like, I need to crank it up. It's gone down. It's gone down because the limiter's popped in. Because you've gone too far.
See, there's been quite a few things that we've spoke about on this podcast that have been like contributing factors that have led up to this last subject, right? And like I said earlier about up and coming DJs taking shortcuts and stuff. I've been DJing a while, but I know I've still got a long way to go. I've still got a lot to learn too. But I'm in a position where I can help people, and I like helping people. And I just felt like this guy, up and coming, he actually shouts a few people that I know, like, for opportunities and stuff like that. But I just thought, like, you got the wrong end of the stick there, and you're biting the hand that could feed you. Because I do try and help everyone I can. I try and give out sets and opportunities like that, and I was just like, whoa, like group chats like that. I thought the group chat or the Discord, whatever it was called, was just like for like tech stuff. When people go in on the weekend, I'm having problems with my staff.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like a forum now as well. Like, they do loads of different forums and loads of different things.
But I wasn't the only name that was name dropped, and there was a few other names in there that we all know that were name dropped as well. And it was just.
What's that name dropped?
What's that?
Was her name?
No, he wasn't. No.
No one knows me, man. No one
But
knows
like
me.
some of the, I'll give you an example. So Raymond was is someone that we really know, really dope DJ, really good technically, and they said something like, someone made a comment like, when Raymond does these transitions in the club, I bet they go behind the booth and suck his dick. Like, I was just thinking, what kind of comment is that in a Discord chat?
Yeah.
Like, where's all this time coming from? Do you know what I'm saying? But even in this chat, when my name was getting mentioned, like, not, multiple times. Yeah, I only come up twice. But, like, where do they get this energy from? You know?
And it's wasted energy as well. It's like, how you got time to sit there and even bother? Like, it's like I read things online and I think to myself, if this really concerns you, then you need to reevaluate your life.
Yeah.
Because, what? David Beckham changing his name. Does that really concern you? Is that really important?
What, did he change his name?
Yeah.
To what?
I don't know, but I just read it. I don't know. But does that really concern you? Is it really that important?
I just think people got a lot of time on their hands and they should be using it productively. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Trying to.
But respectfully, these DJs wonder why they don't really get gigs and shit. Yeah. Because of this kind of attitude. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm trying to say. Comes back to the same kind of thing. Like, a lot of these DJs have got egos and stuff, and they see someone else doing well, or they see someone else talking, and they wanna comment on it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what's always gonna happen.
And the thing is, on the build up of this, there was a few other DJs in there that I knew that kind of informed me about this. That was saying, look, you shouldn't be name dropping in here because it will get out.
Yeah.
And in the end, what he was doing, this was the audacity. So the convo that we was having in DMs, he was only half screenshotting of what he was saying, and then he was going back in this Discord chat going, look, see, I ain't scared of nobody, right? And then someone I know in the chat actually put the whole chat in there. Everyone was laughing at him, and then he got removed from the Discord. So
realistically,
what I'm saying.
Yeah. What did he get out of that then?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, this circle's so small. Like you could live in Liverpool, Birmingham. The circle's so small. Like, DJs know everyone. Like, I know Rome. Rome would know 20 other people.
Yeah.
I know you, and you know 20 other people. Do you know what I mean? It's so small. Everyone knows everyone to some degree.
Not me.
You got inferiors with 0 followers there.
Here's a bomb drop though.
No one knows me. Levels. No one knows me.
Here's a bomb drop. That same DJ has warmed up for A-Dot.
But not me, right?
No.
See? I told you, bro. Because you man all bait out here. I'm just sitting here, just doing my gigs, going home, bro. You get me? That's the future. You understand? That's the future, bro. Because I feel like, this guy, yeah, obviously it's a situation that happened to you, unfortunately, but that's not because he's a DJ. It's just his characteristics. It's because you're a DJ. It's nothing to do with a DJ. It's just it's your personality, it's your character, and not in a bad way, but in humans, I don't want to say we're programmed, but most humans, it's in us to a degree. The grass is greener, or be jealous. It's part of, what I'm trying to say, it's part of growing up and being a human being. And sometimes when you're young, and you know how when you was young, like, you'll be like, what I'm trying to say? Like, guys will be like that when they're young. But when they get older, like Rome and my man and myself, we're a little bit aged wisely. Do you know what I mean? We're less on that stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, like, that's why no one's mentioning my name and stuff. So I feel like and we're not really outspoken because we already know, look, let's go to our gig, make our money,
go home.
We go home.
That's it.
You feel me? We're not here choking opinions, nah. All right, cool, we'll talk opinions on here, but other than our social media, nah, we're just posting this person out and we're keeping it moving. Like, if someone does a mad tempo, I've seen a guy play Serrani No Games at 113 BPM. That song's like 95. Yeah. I could say his name.
But you're not going to.
But me and him are cool. And I've said to him, bro, perfect example yesterday. But look, I don't speak on people because, no offense, if you're doing that, I don't care. If you, I do not care. But if you're using a controller, I don't care, bro. Because, like, end of the day, if you're making money and it's working for you,
do your thing.
And if you want to ask someone that has experience like a Walshy or you guys to be like, yo, hey guys, I'm having trouble doing this. What do you think? For example, that's what CB, he's there to kind of people ask him stuff, right? I have my own opinions on CB. There's no point in me talking about it. But like,
talk about it.
Okay, cool. So my opinion on CB is this, right? I think what he's doing is great.
Yeah.
I think that he's hit a niche, he's hit a market that is not there in the UK.
and I think that's great. I think he should keep doing that because people come out to me, I want to start DJing. What should I do? Do you know what I actually tell them?
Check out
Go
CB.
find this guy, CB on Instagram, on YouTube, watch his videos. I actually promote, and I tell people, come out to me,
I've done it.
go check it. Go check CB. And I think that's great that he's doing that. But the only thing I have on CB is this. The only thing, right?
Cool.
He can talk about all of the things he can talk about, right? But, like, it's like this. I can't teach you how to paint unless I'm, like, to a degree, I'm doing really good at painting. Do you understand? I just feel like he's where he's at as a DJ, I feel like he's more known for YouTube than DJing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you're teaching someone how to DJ, technically you should be more known for being a DJ. Does that make sense, right?
Do you think he's running before he can walk?
I feel like
Do you think that's another term of saying it?
no. I think that unfortunately his YouTube has overtaken his DJing, right? Which is great for him because YouTube makes money.
Of course.
I just feel like that maybe he's got to put more energy. I'm not saying he isn't, but more energy because I know he spends a lot of time on his videos and the scripts and stuff. I know he puts time and these videos are getting better. He's getting more views. He's got like 4K now, I think, subscribed. I'm subscribed. And I push people, tell him, check him out, right? I just feel like if I was to see CB in the club now, I'd feel like, kind of like the social media thing, they've booked him because his YouTube's popping. Does that make sense? I wouldn't think that, they booked him because of do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I just feel like that, I feel like his DJing needs to always be slightly above the YouTube. Does that make sense? Like, I'm gonna listen to EZ, right? And if he does a course, I'm gonna go on YouTube. But why? Because he says certified as a DJ. I feel like, as Walshy's kind of say, I don't think CB is certified as a DJ. I don't know anyone that's heard him. I don't know what his sets are like. I know he puts his live set up and stuff, and I love that. YouTube-wise, I think he's killing it. I think he's doing great. But I've never heard him, but doesn't mean he's not good.
No.
What I'm saying is that I feel like no one talks about his DJ skills. I've not heard anyone ever talk about CB's DJ skills. Never. You said, bro, earlier in the show, like you're doing really well right now. Like you're doing some good clubs. You're not so busy. You're doing some good gigs. I said I appreciate that, right? So people are talking about my gigs, not like my Instagram or YouTube or my hat or my terrible hair or my age. They talk about the gigs, right? And CB, we're not hearing that. We're only hearing about the YouTube, which I think is amazing. But as a DJ, I feel like he's DJs. We need to hear more of him DJing. Does that make sense? Yeah.
But like he said, he's kind of relatively new to this.
He's very new, 100%.
He's fresh.
So him being big on YouTube, that's his avenue, really.
I think so. Yeah, I feel like that's where he'll get booked probably for being. He's a YouTube, like he's a da-da-da. Which I think that's great because if that gets him more bookings, I think that's amazing because everyone's got like Nathan Doyle had SoundCloud, Frosty had Mixcloud and SoundCloud. Walshy was doing funky. Remember the mixes used to do them Throwback Thursday mixes. People will be like, "Have you heard this one guy? Have you heard Walshy?" I was like, "He's my boy." We need to book him. I was like, "I'll hit him up," like because of the mixes, right? And maybe that's his thing. But I just feel like if you're gonna teach someone something, you gotta be known for that.
Not just basically more experience. That's
Just a little bit,
yeah.
But the stuff
That's
about
mainly.
Serato, because he's a software, he does software
so
stuff.
that's
All
good.
of that,
That's good.
bro.
Yeah, sick.
I love his YouTube.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
I think the question you need to ask is, he has been putting himself out there as well as YouTube, and I know he's been putting mixes out there, and getting in touch with clubs. Why is he still not getting booked?
He's got a regular slot. So he does a regular.
Yeah, he does Walkabout in Reading.
Yeah. So what's that? Friday and Saturday.
I'm not too sure.
Plus, I think he works during the week as well.
Yeah, he's got a full-time job. He's got a fan. I'm talking like I know him, only because I follow him on Instagram, but I've watched his YouTube.
Yeah,
but I watch his YouTube. He puts it out there, so that's why
it.
we can talk on it. But I just feel like, like maybe, everyone's from different areas.
Yeah.
But, if I was to see more CB in different areas or different clubs, or if I'm honest, bigger clubs. Does that make sense? Like, no offense to Walkabout. No, it's cool. Everyone's got their start, bro.
Yeah,
And if he's smashing it and he's making good money for his family, keep
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if someone's going to talk on something, and if I want to learn something from someone on YouTube, you best be really good at it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When I watch these Bali videos, or I had to learn something on Thingy, I'll watch the video. If their videos are amazing, great. But you wouldn't watch how to learn something from someone that's rubbish at it, would you? Does that make sense? I just feel like that would help with his fidelity more if he was DJing a couple more other gigs here, there, some bigger clubs. I know he does Royal Holloway sometimes, but if he was doing some more stuff, like if he done like, I don't know, let's say the Main Room Prison Bristol or something like that, I'll be like, oh, that's sick. Like, then I feel like I'd be more convinced than that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But YouTube, I think he's killing it.
I feel like he will get there eventually. He's definitely making noise.
100%.
He's making noise, and that's what all this industry is starting to get about, making noise. The more noise you're making, the more people.
But he's making noise But he's not. I don't see the gigs. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, of course. But again, we don't know his circumstances. You know, he, like you said, he could be making bread at these 2 bookings. That
Yeah, he might be like, you know what? I don't want to travel because of my family's hurt. And fair enough. That's great. I understand that. I just feel like it would help his YouTube more if he was doing more like DJ and stuff.
more
I feel
other
that
places. No, of
100%,
course.
or just bigger places because it's like does that?
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Doesn't mean it's the truth, but that's my opinion on what I'm seeing of what I've. Does that make sense?
I think most definitely the direction he's going, I'm sure he could definitely do something like that. You know, the more that, you know, it's everything's about consistency. Anything in life's about consistent. The more consistent you're at it, eventually you'll get there. You know, you want to be a football player when you're a kid. You keep going training. Eventually you get to that spot where you're going to get scouted someday. If you really want it bad enough, you get it.
That's what his YouTube's doing. His YouTube's doing that.
That's it.
And that's why I applaud him always. And I subscribe, bro. I tell people to go check him all the time.
I'll
You
do
want to
it.
learn? Go to CB. I've literally said, go on Instagram. I pull up my Instagram, follow this guy, watch his videos, bro. Because I think he's doing great. No one's doing it. And no offense, we can all talk about helping people. And Walshy's helped loads of people. He's helped loads, all right? Yeah. But the thing is like this other DJ, the one I was chatting rubbish about him, he doesn't know that because he does it in private. But we don't need to pull it in public.
No, of course.
I've helped bare people. Like, why? Do you know what I'm trying to say? But like this guy, I don't know that. Which if he done his research, someone in the group could have told him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But he didn't. He's like, oh. But the point is, I do rate what CB's doing. There's a market there, and I think he's great that he's doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Just kind of concluding that. Look, yeah, I agree too. You know, Rome said it earlier, and Link said it. You know, that weren't available to them, like YouTube, all that kind of stuff, when they were coming up.
But we had
Even when we was coming up,
100%.
right?
We had no phones, nothing, no raves. People
it's
raving.
So it's great because obviously when it comes to DJing now, and I know we've touched on this through the podcast, people don't know what avenues to take, where to download music. They kind of, if they don't know, they YouTube it, right?
Yeah.
But obviously he's giving these avenues to people,
100%.
you know, to do your Serato settings, little things like that. He even done a video yesterday that I actually see with how to mix your first 2 tunes, which I think's great. However, personally, I think he does some weird shit behind the scenes. You know, I don't really fuck with him like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean to say my personal differences with what he's doing and putting out there. You know, I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, big up CB, man, and you know, I hope he does a few more good videos and shit.
You know, I'm waiting for, and if he does watch this, I'm not too sure. Maybe this goes in Discord, who knows? But I really want all of my songs to have the years. That's all I want. He said he's doing some sort of like code. I'm waiting for that code so that I can do it. And I'll if he says to me, it's £20 for that code, I'll pay for it. But then I'll give it to all you, man. Sorry, CB. Sorry, bro. I'm like, bro, take it. Yo, give me a £5, I'll give it to you. Bam, bam, bam. Sorry, CV.
Nah, look, listen.
I want that code for the years.
All jokes aside, I know some names have been dropped in the podcast, but it's no bad vibes.
No
you
bad
know,
vibes.
like, you know, I might have my differences with him, and if he wants to talk and we can talk, innit? It's not an issue. But I think
maybe
Get him
get
on
him
it,
up
put
on
him on
it,
the-
yeah.
yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
CB, come. If you want to do this,
You got an invite, mate.
100%.
That's it. We can talk, man. Talk like grown men.
Yeah.
Put him on FaceTime on the corner.
You should start doing that. Next time you come a bag of man in here all on FaceTime.
But yeah, no, this podcast's been great, man. I think it's definitely a record for being the longest
sorry.
on this series.
Yeah,
But this is what happens when you get lost. When you get lost talking about DJ stuff. I don't even think we've scratched the surface when it comes to DJ stuff and
not really.
DJ Ix. But I'm sure we can come back and do another one of those. It's been great, man. Thanks, Link.
I'll be much obliged to come.
Thanks, Rome. Thanks, Infurious.
Thanks,
Do
Walshy.
you want to plug your socials?
Yeah, it's just at Rome the DJ. That's it, really, on everything. Insta, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook.
You still on Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch as well.
Yeah.
Or just at Rome the
Plug
DJ.
your trainers as well, bro.
Yeah.
Because people don't know about your trainers.
Yeah, just follow me at Rome the DJ. I'm on Depop as well, and you'll see all my trainers and that. Not really reselling, but just showing off.
Man, like Link, plug your shit, bro.
Mine's the same. It's at DJ L1NK on everything. Twitter, Instagram, you name it.
me follow you.
MySpace, you know.
MySpace, yeah?
You live with me on MySpace. Google me. DJ L1NK. I got everything. Smart, because that's another thing as a DJ. When you want to be a DJ, you want to keep the same tag.
Anything uniform.
Yeah, of course.
DJ what?
DJ L1NK. You put that into SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Twitter, you name it.
Infurious, quickly, bro. What's
Mario.
your socials?
That's my name.
Oh. Inferious.
How'd you spell that, bro?
Oh,
Because they spell it in all different ways.
look, no one really
Inorious.
knows me. It's fine. I'm just a guy playing music. Don't worry about me. But I can't even spell it.
Bro, shut up, man. You're some
Inferious.
big gigs right now, bro. Stop playing it
Oh,
down. Just say your
forget
socials.
This is INTHEORIOUS. This inferious, isn't it? Inferious, everything. I'm just around sometimes doing some stuff.
No, but I used to listen to your podcast back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Comments
big.
of Inferious.
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate that.
big.
Hey, I got one follower.
Yo,
Thank you. Quick. He done that because I followed him. He done that because I just followed him.
quick swerve ball before we sign out. What's your favourite song right now? Go, run the table.
I'm lost. Gone.
I don't know. It'd be I don't know, to be honest with you. Like that, the one I was talking about. The what's the one we?
Glad
said?
you came.
No, the sample.
quick.
What's the sample one that we was talking about? Not the RD one.
First class.
What, the other RD one?
Yeah.
Come and go. Yeah?
Come and go, yeah? Cool.
Go for it.
Rome?
I can't remember the artist, but I know he's got his music Soul Child on it. Yeah, I can't remember.
Six
the
Black.
artist. Nah, it's a new like rap crew, and they've got, or not new, but newish rap crew, and they've got a new album out, and it's got music Soul Child on it. I'll have to go in my phone. I can't think.
I don't think that's ever getting played in a club.
It's a big tune though.
Wait, in a club?
Yeah, big
Yo,
tune.
I need that. 2 songs. Finesse, which I told Walshy about. Big tune. I heard
big
it just
tune.
before. I see one guy play it, it's banging. And my other tune is, it's been around for a long time, for about a year, but I still love it. Peppers, Faruka.
Oh, yeah, big tune. Big reggaeton tune.
Go on,
And
Walshy.
my tune, my guilty pleasures, A1J1, Dance the Night Away. It's your host, Walshy. Series 2, episode 5. Make sure you subscribe. We're signing out. God bless. Let's go, man.
Adios.
Later.